Chris Jans in his third year as the head coach here in Starkville. Lawson's done a really nice job of building this. Competitive his first couple of years, and now a team that they feel like could be Sweet 16 or better by the time it's all said and done.
No doubt about it. He's got his guys in here. It takes time to build up a program. Definitely is coming in as a coach, but he has done an excellent job. You look at this team, they are men amongst boys when you look at their lineup. Just overall big dudes, super athletic team. And again, they're a team that plays incredibly hard.
They don't have anybody listed taller than 6'10". That's Michael Nwoko, the Toronto native. But even though Bama's got 3 guys at 6'11", these are still big, tough, physical Mississippi State players. And Bama's got to get after it from the opening tap to get the result they want, which would be victory number 18 on the year overall and 7-1, hopefully, by night's end in SEC play. Veteran crew, Pat Adams, Courtney Green, Byron Jarrett working tonight's matchup here at the Hump. State wearing the black uniforms, hence the blackout from their faithful. Bama, the road white uniforms tonight. As Pat puts the ball in the air, and the tap is controlled in the backcourt to our right by Mississippi State. They'll bring it front court with Hubbard, the point guard, getting it near side to Harris. Harris playing off of a screen, goes to the left corner. A bounce pass to the wing to Nwoko. Now top of the arc, they go to Melendez. He'll drive left, throws a lob, deflected away nicely by Amori for Alabama, and here comes the Tide with a takeaway. Youngblood to Nelson on the left wing, takes a couple of dribbles, picks it up, tried to give it off to Stevenson, but it's deflected away and stolen. State may have gotten away with a double dribble, but they'll get a blocked shot from Bama, and then the putback good by Nwoko. 2-0 State. Sears drives hurriedly to the other end. Tied up in the corner, needs help, finds Youngblood. Near side 3, bottom.
Great pass right there by Sears.
In transition, found Youngblood on the near wing. Now Hubbard for Mississippi State going to Matthews at the elbow to Nwoko, top of the arc. 3-2 Bama, 1 minute into this one here in Starkville. Rising, firing, and knocking down the 3 is Hubbard to answer right back and give State the lead again. 1:10 into this contest. Sears another drive. Nelson to Youngblood in the corner. Now to Nelson right of the circle. He'll dribble left, hand it off to Stevenson. 3, too strong. Rebound tipped and controlled by Mississippi State. Bulldogs with a ball and a 5-3 advantage. They work to the top of the arc. Hubbard will rise and fire again and hit it again, and you can't give him any space or he'll do that all night.
You got to get up over those screens right there. And something interesting to note is Alabama has started Stevenson on Hubbard tonight. Interesting matchup. Hopefully we can kind of corral him here.
Nelson in the corner for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound tipped out, but out of bounds by the Crimson Tide. To extend that defense and cannot leave number 12, who now will drive. He'll stop, he'll pivot, and he'll hand it off. Harris on the drive into the paint, kicks it to Nwoko, now to Harris. Harris weaving through traffic, gets into the lane and pushed off, and he did not get away with it. That was clear. That would be a stiff arm that he'll bring it ahead. Will Sears facing a new man of the game in Riley Kugel. Bounce pass to Nelson, and the freight train went right down the heart of Main Street.
Right in the pocket is what you call that. Great job by Sears, just threading the needle a little bit, and Nelson, takeoff.
That was no doubter. The flush to make it an 8-5 ball game. State back the other way, though. Bounce pass goes left side to Murphy. He'll fall away from 15, misses it. Weak side rebound claimed by State and Cameron Matthews, and he's able to lay it in for 2. Nelson couldn't get the box out, and that one's taken away by the Dogs. 10-5 State. Now driving will be Stevenson. Gets it around to Youngblood. Now we go to Nelson. Down low to Amori. Clifford will pick it up and find Sears. Mark will drive inside the arc. Pivots, needs help. Pivoting, looking. Throws it outside Youngblood. 5 to shoot to Amori. Now to Chris. Lets it fly. No good. Rebound. Nelson out of nowhere. Pump fake twice. Steps through. Lost it. Taken away by State. It's Matthews with it front court. Bounce pass near side. Melendez left corner. They go. Kugel, his three's no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Sears. Here comes Mark front court for Alabama. Sears between the legs with a dribble. Splitting defenders. Drives, dishes. Stevenson, corner three, short. And the rebound again controlled by Mississippi State. They work it ahead. Melendez on the drive to the rack. No good, but he is fouled. I believe that's going to be on Jaron Stevenson. We'll see. Hey. Free throw up, no good, and the rebound is controlled by Mo. Here's Philon front court. I think I said Aiden Sherrill was coming in. Nate opted to go with Philon instead. Sherrill with it left of the circle. Takes a dribble, picks it up, hands it off to Sears. Mark with 12 to shoot, works inside the paint, works a pass to Diabate, and now to Philon. LeBaron on the drive, tried to dump it off, does. Sherrill, pump fake, shot block, got it back, laid it up, and laid it in. 11-7 our score, and we've got something going on behind the basket. I don't know if a player is hurt. I believe it is a player down. It was because he was hurt underneath the basket that play was stopped. State with it, front court to our left. Nwoko with it, top of the arc, lets a cutter go by, a second, that's Hubbard both times. Now he'll try to pop a three, top of the arc, no good. Collision in chasing the basketball, and Sears is going to win the battle there, and then he gets fouled. And that is the toughness, in addition to the hustle, of Mark Sears on display right there. His first, and team foul, number 2 on Mississippi State. Philon with it, top of the arc for Alabama. LeBaron surveying the floor, looking, giving it off to Holloway, to Sherrill. Aiden lets one cutter go by, now hands it off to Sears, who pivots, works it to Diabate. One more, left side, Philon three, bottom. And if he hits that shot, Alabama will have success. He gets the open looks.
When Philon's hitting open threes like that, it transforms his team into another monster. Again, that was beautiful ball movement. Sears did a good job of getting 2 guys on the ball with a quick swing.
1 point game, State on top, 11-10, 14:47 to go in the opening half. Hubbard with it, puts up a runner, a whistle before the shot. Take a breather, is in to replace him is Claudell Harris, one of the starters. Inbounds pass goes to Murphy, excuse me. Kugel with it now near wing. Shot clock under 15. They gave it to Murphy, a beautiful no-look pass on a bounce pass look to Jones for the layup and 2, and the Dogs lead it 13-10. Here's Holloway trying to dribble away from a trap. Gets it to Sears out high. State goes to a 2-3 look defensively for a moment. Driving will be Holloway. Underneath the basket, reverse no, but tip is good by Aiden Sherrill. He's got 4, and the Crimson Tide has pulled back to within 1. State on the drive, though. Harris stopping on the left block. Pivots, looks, hands it off to Murphy. Murphy spinning left. Now right. Good defense to force him to unload it to Matthews. Now left of the circle, pulling up. Kugel from 15 is good.
Love seeing Aiden Sherrill's activity on both ends so far, but again, got to do better on that ball screen action, not give Mississippi State any looks.
15-12, State with the lead, Bama with the basketball. Sherrill with it, top of the arc, a dribble and a handoff to Sears. Dead on, 3, too strong off the back iron, and the rebound is controlled by Harris of Mississippi State. He'll run the other way. Lets reinforcements catch up. Now he'll drive to the basket, stops in the paint, kicks it outside. They throw it on the right side of the block to Murphy. Murphy trying to go baseline, cut off by Sherrill originally, but he just kept going and got underneath and got the reverse.
Great move right there. Sherrill's got to move his feet a little bit better, stay in front.
Bama down by 5. Sears with the basketball top of the arc, changes direction, goes right, weaving through traffic, kicks in the corner. Holloway 3, bottom, and he is fouled. A chance for the and 1 for Aiden Holloway, and a 4-point play. 17-15 at the moment. Philon trying to convert the and 1, which would be a 4-point play, and he does just that. Well, Nate, if you don't shoot it, you're coming out. 17-16 is the score. State still leading it by 1 as we're under the 13-minute mark here in the opening half. Packed house at the hump. Bounce pass goes to Matthews at the elbow left side, dribbles to the right side, throws it into the low post to Nwoko. Spins, jump hook over Nelson, got it to go. You got Nelson and Amori who checked in on the last dead ball, and Darion Reed seeing his first action in 4 games back from the lower leg injury. Here's Philon with it, playing off of a high screen, drives into the lane, little Euro step, got it to go.
So crafty.
Bama on top. No, check that. I'm sorry. State leading it 19-18. Still a 1-point lead. Here's Kugel trying to shake free. Can't do it. Gives it off to Matthews. Matthews, a handoff to Hubbard. Thought about a shot. Drives right wing. Fall-away 15-footer. No good. Rebound tip. Control by State. Kugel thought about a step back. Instead, dumps it into the low post. Nwoko spinning against Nelson. Spinning right. Blocked by Grant. Rebounded by Reed. Outlet pass Phylon. LeBaron on the near wing. Skips it over. Left side. Holloway. 3. Oh, it was halfway down and popped out in the rebound. Is controlled by Mississippi State. My goodness, that one was beyond halfway down before it popped back out on Aiden Holloway. 19-18. State with the lead and the basketball. Hubbard getting it, working right side, drives in, got the layup to go. He got a quarter step on Clifford Amori, and that was all he needed. Now Bama runs the other way, down by 3. It's Phylon playing off of the high screen from Amori. Kicks it over to Holloway. Thought about one from Jackson. Instead, decided, I'll just give it off right side to Amori, who will drive left. He'll go to the rim, and he'll lay it in for 2. A beautiful fake there as everybody went towards the shooter.
I don't think anybody in this arena was expecting that out of Big Cliff.
He went left and laid it in beautifully. Hubbard got bumped as, man, he put on the brakes, and Phylon couldn't do the same. Timeout on the floor. Directly in front of us, barely to our left, is Jones, who will get it into a man in the game for the first time, Delquan Warren, freshman guard out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Warren giving it off. Now the 3 ball missed by Hubbard. It ping-ponged off the rim, thankfully, and Reed will claim it and then bring it ahead for the tie. To Youngblood, who kicks it back to Darion on the wing. Now to Youngblood in the right corner. To Nelson, fires one over to Holloway. Aiden giving it back to Youngblood near side. Gives it to Amori, flips it to Holloway, back to Youngblood. Deep 3, near side bottom. Range is wherever you are inside the building.
You gotta love having Chris Youngblood out there. The guy is a catch-and-shoot sniper.
Bounce pass goes inside, lefty layup, no good by Nwoko. Rebounded by Amori, and now he hands it off to Nelson, who will bring it ahead. It's 6-11. Grant brings it front court. Plays off the screen, hands it off to Holloway. Aiden on the drive, had it poked away, but then slapped right back to him. Holloway gets fouled, but no whistle. Maybe it wasn't. They got the ball. I thought they got the arm. Apparently not. Here's Hubbard with it front court for State. Bama on top for the first time, 23-21 with 9:50 to go. A layup attempt from the right side. No good by Matthews, but he gets fouled. Only a 50% free throw shooter on the year coming in. And true to form, he gets 1 of 2.
Hey, percentages don't lie.
They do not lie. Here's Sears with the basketball, driving left, dishing it to Nelson, driving baseline. Cut off, spins, had it knocked away out of bounds. Fans didn't like it. Youngblood to Amori, to Nelson. Around the horn we go to Sears on the near wing. Up top to Grant again, hands it back to Mark. Now to Amori, top of the circle. He'll give it off to Reed. Reed to Nelson, right corner. Sparks up 3, too strong. Weak side rebound, Youngblood. To Reed, all alone, driving down the lane, to the rim, off the window and in. Played through some contact and got it to go. And Bama leads 25-22. Hubbard the other way for State. Bama finding him quickly. They throw it into the low post right side to Murphy. Murphy trying to spin against Reed. Spins twice, shoots, misses everything. But it was caught by Matthews' weak side. Now Hubbard going down the lane. May have gotten away with a walk as he unloads to Warren. Near side Hubbard. A deep contested 3, no good. Rebound. Amori after a great box out from Reed made it possible. And now here comes Sears. Driving underneath, needs help. Throws a pass that hits the bottom of the backboard, and State will take it away. State running the other direction. Near side, they find Hubbard. 4-3, no. And that one missed the world play, and with 8.5 to go in the opening half. Bama leads it by 3. Here's Mark driving and held by Kugel. Will be team foul number 4 on State. There have been 4 whistled on the Tide. Bama basketball, Phylon to Stevenson to Sears, who I don't think was expecting it. Now we got a tie-up, and the arrow's going to favor Alabama.
Bench.
Inbounds pass goes to Stevenson. cattle reference being made here by the Starkville faithful as Philon has it on the near wing. Getting it to Youngblood on the drive. Cut off, got away with a walk, put it up, no. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Melendez of State. He'll cross over, he'll go to the rim, he'll lay it up, get it to go. Ripping and running on both ends as Bama leads by only one now. Here's Philon over to Sears, left side. He'll get into the paint. He'll stop, he'll hand it off. Nelson lays it up and in for two. He got him on the downbeat with that handoff. And Sears, a beautiful pass, and Nelson the finish for the Tide. Here's Matthews with it to the left wing. Flips it to Hubbard. Driving, stopping, looking, pivots. Hands it off. Now Matthews up high. He'll spin at the elbow. Flips it over to Hubbard, left corner. Lets the defender fly by. Now he shoots a three and hits it. 27 all, our score with 7:20 to go in the opening half of this one. Great pass. Sears to Nelson for the flush. Fired a bullet with the offhand and was able to find Grant for the dunk. Bama again back up by two, and then you've got a foul whistled on the Crimson Tide. Does cleanup work on the floor when there's blood stains. I think he scared the stain out of the floor. Quick inbounds goes to Melendez in the right wing. He missed it. Rebound fought for, claimed by Diabate. Here's Bama in a 29-27 lead with the ball. Sears circling away from trouble. Great pass. Stevenson, three, no good. Diabate hustles. It gets the loose ball. Fires it to Sears. Bart, deep, three, too strong. Rebounded. Mo again. Out again to Philon, and Bama gets a reset to 20. LeBaron playing off of a screen. Double team, needs help. Gives it off. Stevenson drives, dishes. Youngblood all alone. Layup. That is a deep three, a bank first three-pointer. But for him, that open, that is indeed a layup. And Bama, with 6.5 to go, leads it by 5. We're in the first half here at Humphrey Coliseum in Starkville, Alabama, and Mississippi State. Bulldogs throw it into the low post to Murphy. He'll fire a pass that winds up ultimately in the hands of Hubbard after the touch feed from Melendez. Hubbard on the drive, and a moving screen is going to be called on Matthews.
That last offensive possession by Alabama was a chef's kiss. Couldn't draw it up any better.
At the elbow, Diabate kicks it to Youngblood in the corner. He'll drive, puts it up, and it knocked away, and a foul is going to be whistled on Mississippi State. It was in. But he missed them both. Back-to-back misses, matching his season total. Hubbard with it now. Driving, gets to the rim, blocked by Diabate. Chased him from behind and swatted it out of bounds. Great hustle by Mo, and the Crimson Tide will stay on the defensive end after that blocked shot from Diabate.
Just relentless pursuit to stay with that one. It looked like he was beat all day long, and somehow he's able to get back to it.
Inbounds coming from the baseline. Hubbard trying to trigger it in. Looking, bounce pass deflected, but they're going to say a hold on Mark Sears, trying to keep Melendez from getting to the open spot from the baseline. 5:45 to go in the opening half. 32-27 Bama. Jumper missed from 15 by Kugel, and here comes Philon the other way for the Tide. To Sears. Deep three. Bottom. The bank first three from Mark Sears from about 28 feet. Timeout, Mississippi State. Of the game. Here's Kugel on the drive against Sears. Kicks it left side, threw it away. He was trying to connect with Hubbard. It went behind him, out of bounds, and possession is going to belong to Alabama, but Hubbard is injured and down on the floor. I think it was Harris that came in for him. Claudell Harris Jr. Bama with a basketball, up by 8, 35-27. 5:15 to go. Sears driving, dishing to Holloway. Back to Sears now. Sears off the screen from Youngblood. Goes down the lane, tried to throw a bounce pass to Diabate, but it was deflected out of bounds.
It could have been an ankle injury. Anytime it's no contact like that, it's very scary.
Diabate giving it to Philon, who drives baseline. Almost walked and may have. Let's see what happened. Did he step on the sideline? He did. I saw Byron Jarrett point, but he never really motioned anywhere. Now they're saying it is Mississippi State basketball. A couple of slick spots maybe on the floor. Nwoko will check out for the Dogs and in to replace him. will be Keyshawn Murphy, I believe. Cougar will bring it front court. They're only 2 of their last 10. Bama an 8-0 run over the last 2:30 as Melendez has it. Hands it off to Murphy, now to Harris. Harris working it back beyond the arc. 11 on the shot clock, 10. Cougar with it at 9, at 8. Top of the arc, Melendez at 6. Melendez at 4, feeds it off at 3. Harris at 2, at 1. Lets it go and knocks it down. He got Diabate to bite on the pump fake. That left him wide open, and he made Bama pay, and that's a big 3 to stop this run from the Tide and cut it to a 5-point game. Diabate will drive and dish. Holloway all alone for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded, though, by Sears, and he lays it back in. The miss was so bad by Holloway that it came off kind of flat, and Lawson, that's what allowed the easy rebound for Mark.
Sears was in the right place at the right time, and Diabate did a great job of, again, getting 2 guys on him.
And then he gets a steal, Mo does, ahead to Mark, steps through, hangs in the air, no, rebounded the miss, and then gets fouled. 2 shots. Check that, a 1-and-1, and he missed it. Bama's missed 3 straight free throws after Youngblood missed a pair earlier. On the other end, Jones is left alone. Thankfully, he missed the 3, and the rebound is claimed by Philon. He'll bring it ahead, stops top of the arc, now drives left side of the lane. Goes in with a left-handed scoop shot, no. Tip follow, no, by Reed. A 3rd tip, and it's controlled by Mississippi State. Here come the Dogs the other way. Melendez to Harris on the far wing. Back to Melendez, top of the arc. Drives to his left, stops, kicks it back, right side to Harris. Got away with a push, goes to his left, throws it down low. Catch is made in traffic by Murphy, and he puts it up and in for 2. Keyshawn Murphy makes it a 5-point game, 37-32 with 3:10 remaining here in the half. Holloway left alone for 3, rims out again. That's 2 that have been halfway down for him and popped out. Under 3 minutes to go in the half, State with the ball, down by 5, and their top player in the locker room with apparently an ankle or foot injury as a foul's going to be whistled on LeBaron Philon of Alabama, trying to cut off the drive for Mississippi State, and the reaction for the Bulldog faithful as Hubbard is back out onto the floor and set to check in at the scores table.
In my opinion, you know, you kind of had him squared up and you're just going to back tip. You know, I think coach is probably telling him just to stay in a defensive position and force him to score over you.
Second free throw was missed by State. Bama clears it, comes the other way. Nelson with it, top of the arc. Looking back door, he's got Stevenson. Pump fake, shot, no good. And the rebound's controlled by Mississippi State. Like Jaron's foot got stuck, he just couldn't jump. Now on the other end, a little pick and roll, and Murphy is able to get the layup to go for 2, and that's a big sequence there to pull the Bulldogs to within a bucket. Sears the other way for Alabama. Cut off in the paint, tied up, needs help, and there's a jump ball called, and the arrow's going to favor Mississippi State. But has now gone 0 for its last 5, and State's got a chance to tie it or take the lead with a 3. Near side, Hubbard driving past Reed, goes in, lays it up, and we are deadlocked at 37. Bama the other way with Nelson. Grant will hand it off to Reed. Reed looking, gives it to Diabate. He'll drive and dish. Nelson thought about a 3. Instead will drive and throw a bounce pass. Diabate met the pass, and that's the only reason that he's going to go to the free throw line rather than State coming the other way with possession of the ball. Trying to make one for Bama at the stripe. We've missed 3 in a row, and he does.
It's a big one right there.
He had Youngblood missing 2, Sears missing 1, and Diabate making 1 in the office pool. Congratulations.
The payout on that one would be pretty good.
It would imagine. There are those that follow such things. 38-37, Bama looking to add to it with 1:46 to go. Second one's up, and that one's too strong. Nelson tips it in the air, no. Rebound tipped out, touch last by Alabama.
Great hustle, though, by Nelson to get in there and try to get a rebound.
So possession will stay, or go back to, I should say, the Bulldogs. They look to regain the lead. 1:36 and ticking. Time left first half. Bama 38, State 37 at the moment. Melendez with it. Stopping, handing it off to Hubbard, being hounded by Diabate. Hubbard going to his right, going past Mo briefly. Now help arrives. A bounce pass comes to Warren. He gets into the paint. A bounce pass inside, and the dunk for two is made by Jones, and the Dogs have regained the lead. Bama hadn't had a field goal in 3 minutes. Trying to end that here. Diabate on the drive. Swings it over to Youngblood. Deep three, bottom. And that bank first three-pointer ends the field goal drought of more than 3 minutes for the Crimson Tide. And puts Alabama back on top, 41-39. The Tide now 7 of 19 from three-point range. Brought to you by Bank First. Near side, it's Hubbard being defended by Nelson. Hubbard trying to play off of a screen. Now the switch with Diabate on him. He'll give it off. Driving into the paint, Murphy. Spinning left, spinning right, stepping through, shooting and missing. Rebound tipped out, controlled by Bama. The Tide will likely hold it for one shot. Shot clock is dark. Game clock is at 17, and Nate Oates says we got a timeout. Let's use it right here. The use it or lose it comes with 16.2. Holloway and Sears, the 5 on the floor. The inbounds will come to Mark, and he will bring it out to the center court logo. And just dribble there as he's being defended by Jones. Plays off the screen at 7. Bounce pass inside. Nelson lays it up. Count it, and he is fouled. The and one opportunity for Grant Nelson. Get this back to a 5-point lead. And he does. 5.2 to go. They'll get Nelson out and get Reed in to replace him. Bama going a little smaller, but hopefully quicker. See, Diabate will pick up Hubbard, who gets the inbounds and will run it into the front court. 4, 3, 2, launches it at 1 on a fall away. It's no good, and the half ends with Alabama regaining the lead. A little 6-0 run in the final minute gives Bama, or Lawson, excuse me, with Coach.
Hey, Coach, thank you for having us. Tell me a little bit, what does second half success look like? What are you going to tell the guys in the locker room?
We got to be a little tougher. I mean, we got to finish our at the rims. We got to close out some defensive possessions, and we got to step to the line and make our free throws. I thought we left 5 points at the free throw line out there from some of our better starting guards. So got to make our free throws. Got to finish at the rim a little better. We got to close out stops on the defensive end.
Go get him, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Nicely done. Tom Stipe, who's been running on fumes, able to get us back right on cue. Bama with the basketball, throwing it to Nelson. It goes down the lane, puts it up, and got it to go. He wanted a ball left of the circle. Nelson defending him. He'll fire it over to Melendez near side. Melendez hands it off to Harris, top of the arc. His three is good. He's made a couple of those, Lawson Schaefer, that we'll get your thoughts on in a moment, that have helped keep the Dogs in it. Sears driving left side, cut off, then has it stolen. Stepping in the passing lane was Matthews. He got the bucket. No, it rolls off, and the tough foul from Chris Youngblood is...
We see that called be a flagrant foul, though.
No question.
It's the most common thing I feel like we see night in and night out as fans.
Second free throw is good. Matthews, the 50% free throw shooter. And that's the reason why he's done that, I think, 3 times already tonight. Here's Sears running the other way. Kicks it to Nelson in the corner. Left alone, 3, no good. Rebounded Diabate. Rebounded by Amori. Clifford couldn't get it to go. Had it stripped away from him. And now here comes Matthews the other way to Hubbard for 3. And thankfully he missed. And Sears claims it. And the Tide will run the other way. Mark driving to his right, trying to dribble away from a double team. Looks, throws it over to Stevenson. Jaron in the lane, pump fake once, strong move short. Rebounded his own miss initially, then had it poked away and stolen. State coming the other direction. Here's Matthews, cut off by Jaron. Now picked up by Amori. Matthews to Harris, top of the arc. Sears finding him. Now he'll step back off the screen. Misses that 3. Long rebound run down by Sears in the corner. 46-43. Bama up by a bucket with 18-16 to go. And then a takeaway and a steal by Nwoko. Gives it off to Melendez. The kick into the right corner to Harris. Back to Melendez. Steps into a 3 for the tie. It's no good. And thankfully, State has missed 3 straight threes on consecutive possessions.
We're playing with fire, though, right now. We got to kind of lock in. State's kind of bailing us out with these missed open looks. So
Holloway and Philon, the 5 on the floor. Bama will inbound it to Holloway. Aiden kicks it over to Amori. Fakes a pass, now drives in, lays it up, no, but he got fouled.
Getting him on the fake, and then he made one earlier and got
for the Crimson Tide. 65% shooter on the year for the stripe for the 6'11 standout. And now Bama with a 48-43 lead. Here's Matthews with it for the Dogs. Throws it into the low post. Melendez trying to work against Youngblood, trying to back his way down. Amori comes over, and the big dog swats it away out of bounds.
It kind of looked like Mendez hit the two-step tango right there on the catch.
Get away with that in Coleman on a Friday night, but not here. He's not supposed to anyway.
They're sitting the dance floor now.
48-43. State with the ball. Bama with a 5-point lead. Nwoko with it. Out high with the shot clock under 10. It's at 8. He'll hand it off to Hubbard. He'll dribble right. He'll drive the lane. He'll put it up. Got it to go. That was way too easy late in the shot clock there to make it a 3-point game again. Here's Philon driving, dishing right side Holloway. Aiden trying to get a look. Can't. Plays off the screen from Nelson. Gives it off near side Philon. We got a mismatch somewhere, I think. Holloway stepping back. Deep three, bottom. There was the mismatch. Anybody that doesn't guard Holloway, he'll knock down another bank first three, and Bama leads it by 6 with 16:52 to go.
What a smooth step back that was.
On the drive, Hubbard, little runner is no good, and a late whistle comes, having to play for behind too much.
Exactly.
Second free throw up and good. Hubbard, who averages 16 a game, now has 17 already in the contest. He's done it in just 19 minutes of action. Bama with the basketball. Here's Sears. Crossing over right, giving it off to Holloway. To Amori. Cliff hands it back to Holloway on the wing. He's double teamed. He splits defenders. He stops. He kicks it to Cliff, who gives it back but threw it away. Stolen. Driving in. Stripped and stolen by Amori. Clifford with the steal from Gunkel, and here comes Bama the other way. It's Sears, top of the arc. 4-3. Got it. He wanted an and one. Didn't get the whistle. But, man, what a play first by Amori and then by Sears on the three-pointer.
That was a heck of a shot. Definitely contact on that one.
In the corner, the three missed by Kugel, but the rebound claimed by State, and then a foul's going to be whistled on Clifford Amori. Second one's up, and it is no good, and the rebound's claimed by Diabate. Mohammed, 1 point, but he's got 4 boards now in the game. Bama with the basketball. Sears front court to Holloway. Thought about pulling the trigger on the three. Instead, gave it right, then gets it left. Now he'll let it fly, and I love it when he does. Bottom. Aiden Holloway, another deep three-pointer. He has got 10 points, and Alabama now leads it 57-48. Leaner no good from State. Putback wouldn't go, and here comes the Tide. Sears playing off the screen. Weaving through traffic, getting downhill, muscles his way up, had it swatted back to him, gives it off to Holloway, works it around to Mo, back to Aiden. You know he wants to shoot it again, and we want him to do the same, but he's got to get open, can't do it. To Nelson, Grant pivots, looks, 5 to shoot, to Reed at 4, at 3, hands it off or tried to, and Bama does not get a shot off, and State will run the other way. Got a little discombobulated there. As inside, Murphy's left alone, and he'll slam it in for 2. 2 bad possessions, one on offense, then one on defense.
Just discombobulated that time offensively. Not good on spacing. There's 2 guys. Reed didn't really even have a driving angle, but defensively, absolutely no help.
Reed wisely throws it off the body, and to get back in this one, as Nelson gets the inbounds pass from Holloway. Grant will pivot right. He'll drive baseline. He gets into the paint. He had it stripped. He got it back. He throws a bounce pass to Mark in the left corner. Shot clock's at 3, at 2. Mark lets fly at 1, and he got it to go. A beautiful little 8-foot floater from the baseline. Mark Sears at the last instant puts Bama back up by 9. Nate Oates says, let's get a takeaway. Hubbard to Matthews near side. Matthews trying to play off of a screen. Elbows Diabate, no whistle. Hubbard rises, fires, deep three, and the net barely moved. 6-point game, but Bama will get it out of the net and hurry the other way. Sears off the screen, going baseline. Cut off, steps through, needs help, put it up, it wouldn't go, but a foul is going to be called. Sears knocking down the first of two. 7-point Bama lead, trying to get it to 8, and we do. Free throw good, and it's 61-53 Alabama with 13:42 and ticking. Time left here in the second half. Hubbard trying to shake free. Can't do it. Gives it off. Right side to Matthews. Matthews trying to play off of a screen. Drives right. Goes down the lane. Flips it back out to Murphy. Thought about a three. Drives the lane. Puts it up and in. The Euro step for Murphy. He's from the European side of Birmingham, I believe. Able to get the Euro step to drop. 13-13 to play. The lob, Reed couldn't get it to go. He thought he got fouled, so did Nate Oates. And here come the Dogs the other way. Kugel to Hubbard in the corner. His three is up and good. Cannot let him heat up. It's a 3-point game. Sears running the other way. Ran into traffic, turned it over. 4-on-4 right now. Kugel circling away from trouble to Murphy all along the paint for the dunk. And the Dogs have made it a 1-point game. Nate Oates says, get it front court, let's play through it. 1-point Bama lead. Here's Sears with it. Driving down the lane. Kicks it to Nelson, right wing. Nelson gets it to Holloway. Holloway working against Hubbard. Holloway right side, driving, teardrop, baseline, good. And the crowd will sit for a moment as the lead is back up to 3. 12-16 and ticking. Time left here at Humphrey Coliseum. Murphy trying to post up, lost it out of bounds. The turnover, good defense. Mark Sears, and Bama has the ball in a 3-point lead with 12:10 to go.
Man, Coach Oates showing a lot of confidence in the team not to call a timeout right there, and I commend him for that. He was going to let them survive that storm, and they did. That shows the character of the team right there.
Play through adversity. Keep the timeout in the hip pocket. You got a media break coming up and a dead ball under the next 10 seconds.
It's loud in here.
It is. It is indeed. Sears with a basketball. Kicks it in the corner. Gets it back. He'll drive. He'll stop. He'll hesitate. He's double teamed. He needs a timeout. And we'll get it right here with 11:53 to go.
Called, but that's just kind of who he is. He's a magnet to contact.
67% free throw shooter on the year, and he hits the first. Second point of the game for him. Second one up coming from the lefty. Can't get it to go, and the long rebound is run down by the Dogs. Harris controlling it for State to Matthews, back to Harris. Timeline near side. Being defended by Sears. He'll feed it off to Hubbard. He'll drive against Diabate. He'll stop as Mo did a great job staying with him. Mo will try to do the same as Hubbard gets it back. Steps back. Deep three. Man, that was pretty. Against one of the best defenders in the league. Made it a 64-62 ball game. Here's Mo losing the handle, getting it back, takes it to the far wing. Asking for a clear out, gets it, steps through two defenders, couldn't get the shot to go. Rebounded his own miss, had it stripped away, picked up by Kugel, and now State will come the other way. They'll find Hubbard trying to give him the lead. Can't do it, missed the three, and the rebound controlled by Cliff. Outlet pass to Holloway. Aiden surveying the floor, goes left, now goes right. Kugel comes out on him, so he can't pull the trigger on a three. Now to Sears, driving down the lane. Tough runner, wouldn't go. Mo with another rebound on the deck, needs help, gets a timeout, and that will keep the possession with the Crimson Tide. Its largest lead was 6 at 11-5 early in this one. Diabate driving, dishing, young blood. Can't get it to go, and the rebound claimed by State. Kugel, the outlet pass to Harris, far side. Harris giving it up to Matthews, top of the arc to Hubbard. Coming off the curl, crossing over, going down the lane, putting it up, got it to go, and he's fouled by Diabate.
Incredibly difficult.
Hubbard's free throw up and good. And State has the lead for the first time since early in the first half. Or excuse me, late in the first half. Bama with the basketball. Sears driving. Keeps it out high now. Dribble still alive. Plays off the screen from Nelson to Stevenson. Driving to the baseline, cut off. Finds Youngblood. Touch pass, Sears. Three, bottom. Oh, what an assist, Chris Youngblood. And Mark, the huge bank first three. He's got 15, and Bama leads it by 2 with 9:40 to go. Hubbard now driving down the lane. Stopping on the block. Spinning. Handing it off. Driving. Harris cut off. Has to back it out. Nwoko with it with 10 on the shot clock. Out beyond the circle. Nwoko to Hubbard. Trying to get free. Deep three. Got it to go. Stevenson didn't get out on him. And he made him pay. That'll get Jarrett a seat on the bench, I believe. 9:10 to go. Bama down 1. Sears with it. Weaving through traffic. Bounce pass Youngblood. Stopping. Looking. Poked away out of bounds. Touch last by Mississippi State. Philon will come in and Stevenson will sit down.
It's almost if Mississippi State's inviting that baseline drive and then they're getting 2 on the ball and they're acting as almost a trap and we're getting stuck right there. There's got to be somebody that's going to come bail out that passer because if you get it swung over and back across, you get an open 3 like we just had with Sears.
Got 3 defenders on the baseline. The line itself and 2 defenders. 9 minutes to go, 13 to shoot. Driving is Nelson, cut off. He'll bring it back out high. 8 to shoot. Nelson at 6. Nelson at 5. At 4. At 3. Nelson rises, fires, misses. And the rebound control by Mississippi State. Dogs have the ball up by 1 with 8:40 to play. Hubbard to Harris now. Harris off the screen. Driving. Fall away from 12. Got it to go. 3-point State lead, their biggest of the second half. Now here's Sears trying to play off the screen to Philon. Back to Mark. Bounce pass, Nelson kicks, corner, Youngblood 3 for the tie, and it's good. And Youngblood buries the bank first 3 on the assist from Mark Sears, and Alabama has knotted the score at 70 with 8:10 to go.
Grant Nelson did a phenomenal job right there finding the open man. Catching the ball, making sure it goes to the right person, and Sears, of course, just hits him right in the sweet spot as well.
What a ball game here in Starkville, Mississippi tonight. Bama and Mississippi State, 2 top 15 teams in the country, and they absolutely look like it. Kugel on the far wing, off the screen for Nwoko. Throws it back to him. He'll go in and tomahawk it for 2. Bama didn't rotate after the double team, and State makes the Tide pay. Philon giving it off. Holloway back to Philon. Philon looking to his right, feeds Youngblood. Off the screen, Youngblood back to Sears. Thought about it, drives, got knocked to the deck, and it'll be Bama ball when we come back to Starkville. 7:33 to play. Dogs lead it 72-70. Again to the right of the Bama bucket. Gets it into Amori. He hands it off to Youngblood. Chris looking, feeds Nelson at the elbow. Looking back door, nobody there. Gives it off to Youngblood. 10 to shoot. Chris on the drive. Runner is up. They're going to call an offensive foul. A push-off on Youngblood. Him at 2:30. I ain't buying it. And I think that's where he went flying. They throw it to Hubbard at the elbow. Steps through. Leaner no good. Great defense, Bama. And Amori snatches it out of the air and brings it the other way. Looking to tie or take the lead with a 3. Bama with the ball. Youngblood in the corner. Youngblood squaring up, giving it off to Nelson. He'll dribble and hand it off to Mark. Sears on the drive. Lob and the flush for the big dog.
Love that. And defensively, I love seeing us force him to take tough twos like that with Hubbard. That's what we need them doing, not coming off screening action and having Hubbard those threes that he really likes.
Amori with 6. Hubbard with it, top of the arc. We found him, but they throw it inside. Murphy layup, got it to go. 74-72. State back on top with 6:25 to play. Sears, bounce pass to Amori. Spins, needs help, throws it out. Phylon now to Sears. Sears on the drive, getting into the paint. Stopping, spinning, looking outside. Youngblood for 3, bottom. Oh, mercy! Chris Youngblood buries another one. His best game in a Bama uniform. 18 points, 6 minutes to go, and Bama leads by 1. Backdoor look to Kugel. Spinning, stopping, handing it off to Murphy. Murphy handing it back to Hubbard, who will drive underneath and lays it in for 2. And a timeout called by Mississippi State. Chris Jans talking it over as the Dogs go up 76-75. It's a good crew. They have been good. Hopefully they'll stay that way. Bama with a basketball. Right wing, Diabate. Mo with a basketball, looking, hands it off to Nelson. Grant with a couple of dribbles, still has it, drives the lane, lob, no, he put it up, it wouldn't go. Rebounded by Mo, and he puts it in. I think he was trying to throw a lob, it was short, it almost went in the basket. Mo grabbed the miss and then put it in.
Unreal.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. 77-76 Bama, and Mo just picked up his 6th.
If you go back and watch that last one too, Chris, what Sears did a good job of, instead of screening Nelson's man, he screened his own man because his man was an all-out deny, which got 2 guys on one screen. So great job by Sears of recognizing that. State
will inbound it on Diabate. That will be personal number 3. He and Phylon and Youngblood all with 3 each. That's team foul, number 6 on Bama. Here's Hubbard driving right. Bama switches. He'll launch a deep jumper. He'll miss it. Rebound, though, grabbed by Jones. And a reset to 20 for Mississippi State. I think Muhammad's legs bothered him a little bit, but he's fighting through it. He said he needs help. Matthews working against him. They'll give it to Hubbard. Hubbard with 3, with 2, with 1. Lets it fly from 30 feet. It rimmed out. Rebound tipped into the hands of Matthews. Kicks it in the corner. Another 3 chance and another miss, but another rebound for State. And inside, Nwoko shot up, blocked by Nelson, and they're going to call him for a foul. It'll be 2 shots upcoming for the Dogs. And I thought earlier that Diabate had a cramp, but he is grabbing right behind his knee, I believe, in that calf area. He's in some pain.
He probably got hit on one of those screens. He ran through about 3 screens, and I think he probably got one of those dead legs or something like that.
Jaron Stevenson's going to come in to replace him.
Got 2 shots.
2 shots, so by rule, he's got to stay on the floor. It's a rule technicality. It's not going to affect anything, but by rule, he does have to stay. Stevenson can't check in until after the first for Nwoko. And that one hit the back iron. It practically deflated and fell into the net. It didn't bounce in. It literally hit, died, and fell in. He's got another upcoming. This one will probably look better and then not go in. Called it. No good.
That's experience right there.
That's old. 77-77 our score with 4:25 to play. Phylon for Bama to Nelson. Back to Phylon, top of the arc. LeBaron finding Youngblood on the wing. Catch and shoot 3. You think he wants it? I know I want him to have it. Bottom. Chris Youngblood knocks home another one, and the Tide leads it 80-77. He's got 21 thanks to another Bank first three, his 7th on 9 tries tonight.
He wanted that one.
Hubbard almost walked, drives in, lays it up, count it, and he's fouled. They're going to get Nelson for the personal, his 2nd, and it'll be an and 1 opportunity for Hubbard. Shooting, 1 shot, and he hits it to tie it up. So converts the and 1. 3:57 to go. State with 2 timeouts left, Bama with 1. Nelson looking right, almost walked. Keeps the dribble alive on the wing, looking for Holloway. Aiden right side, dribbles past Trouble, gets underneath, kicks it near side, Youngblood. No, he missed it after making 3 straight, and the Dogs come the other way. Dogs were whimpering when they saw Youngblood shoot it, but he couldn't get it to drop. Murphy handing it off to Harris. Harris back to Murphy. A dribble and a handoff to Murphy. Kugel going off of a screen, stopping at the elbow, looking, handing it off. Murphy, 2 on the shot clock. Let it fly and missed it, and Nelson clears it. A great job defensively there by Alabama. 3 minutes to play. Tie game. Down the lane, Sears. Tie-up called, and the arrow will favor Mississippi State. Mark thought it was a foul. Nate thought it was a foul.
And going back to that last defensive possession, though, that's what you want. They did a good job of not letting Hubbard get a touch, force somebody else to shoot the ball. Let's see if we can't replicate that here.
Youngblood will pick up Hubbard as he brings the ball front court with 2:50 to go. Tie game at 80 apiece. SEC showdown. Kugel in the lane, deflected by Nelson and stolen by Holloway. Aiden running the other way, doesn't have numbers. Stops on the wing, goes to his right, backs it out, looking for Sears. He will keep the dribble going and then feeds Mark. Mark in the corner, Nelson for 3. Bottom! Oh, mercy! Grant Nelson, a huge 3 on the assist from Mark Christopher Sears. Bama 83, State 80, 2:17 to play. Dogs with it up top. Hubbard, defended by Amori, drives by and pulls up from 8 feet, got it to go over Nelson. Mercy, it's a 1-point game again with 2 minutes to go. 37 for Hubbard. Sears with it out high, going left. Sears fires it in the corner and he threw it away. He thought that Youngblood was going to float to the corner. Nate Oates claiming that there was a deflection. Nate wants him to look at it, saying that there was a deflection, and what he's doing is buying himself a timeout, and that's a great coaching move by the Alabama head coach.
That's why he's paid the big bucks.
This play's under review, and it's brought to you by Bromberg's, Alabama's oldest and most trusted jeweler. They're reviewing it. I'll be surprised if we get the call to go our way, but Mark was trying to fire it to the corner where he thought Youngblood was going to drift, and unfortunately, Chris thought he was going to stay put. Yeah, there's no deflection there.
No.
But it gave Nate a chance to talk things over. It was the right thing to do to ask about it. It's the right thing to do to go quickly and keep it as the call is.
It was a correct call. And if you're Oates right now, you're talking about anybody can shoot but number 12 at this point.
Well, if the angle the pass was thrown, if the coach requests it, you got to call for it. You got to look at it. But thankfully, Bama did get something out of it. They got a chance to set things up, talk about what they want to do defensively. 1:52 to go. Bama 83, Mississippi State 82. Crimson Tide, 4th in America. State, number 14. Dogs with the basketball. Hubbard trying to shake free from Youngblood. Gives it off to Kugel. Kugel going to his right. Getting into the paint. Threw it to his right, and it was off the fingertip of Amori. Bama wanted to travel, and rightfully so, but no whistle on that. Instead, the Tide was a fingertip away from getting that possession.
in real time, that looked like Mississippi State got away with one.
12 to shoot, 1:34 to play. Hubbard to inbound it, gets it into Kugel, back to Hubbard. He'll drive right, he'll get in the paint, he'll put it up, and he'll miss badly. Rebound fought for, scramble, picked up by Cliff. The big dog grabs it away, and the Tide has it up by 1 with 1:20 to go. Sears, front court. Orchestrates things, telling guys where he wants them. Tells Youngblood, you go left corner. Mo, you go right corner. 8 to shoot. 7, 6, mark at 5. Down the lane at 4, puts it up at 2, and got it to go. He willed that one in, and Bama leads it 85-82 with under a minute to play. Hubbard over to his big man Murphy. The leader rolls in, and it's a 1-point game again with 48 seconds to go. And State will use one of its 2 remaining timeouts here.
At this point, I think you live with that floater by Murphy right there. I think you just got to bite the bullet and say, we're going to give you that.
You know what Hubbard's going to do.
Yeah.
You hope that Murphy, who does have 18 in the ball
He's a
game,
great player, no doubt.
He's got 18, but
man,
I'm looking at their full numbers. They've got 38 from Hubbard. They've got 18 from Murphy. They've got 8 from Harris, 7 from Nwoko, and nobody else with more than 4.
help was there. Nelson maybe could have been a little bit earlier getting there, maybe deferred him from not shooting the ball, deterred him from not shooting the ball. But at the end of the day, as long as 12's not taking a shot, I think it's a win for the Tide.
Everybody on their feet here in Starkville. 9,283 is what they have announced for this one here tonight at Humphrey Coliseum.
It's an engaged crowd, though. It's a different you know what I mean? It's they want this win pretty bad.
I think we're at capacity for this one tonight. But regardless, it's a loud one, that's for sure. It'll be Bama basketball. And what do you expect to see from the Tide right here? It starts with Mark Sears, obviously.
Absolutely. I think they're going to try to get downhill just like they did on that last possession and say, you're our guy, put us in the right position, whether that be him shooting that turnaround that he just hit, floater, or potentially kick out for 3.
Youngblood, Nelson, Holloway, Sears, and Diabate are the 5 for the Crimson Tide. State's going to pressure full court. They're not going to face guard the man inbounding it, Chris Youngblood, but they are putting 4 men in the back court. Youngblood trying to get it in, trying to get it to Sears, gets it to Nelson instead. The big fella will bring it himself into the front court. They're going to try to deny Mark, but he'll get the ball. Sears says, clear out for me. 20 to shoot, 37 to play. Sears with the dribble alive near center court. 15 on the shot clock now. Now it's at 10. Playing off the screen from Nelson. Mark, a bounce pass to Grant. Got fouled on his way to the rack, and Grant will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Man, Sears just does a really good job of that pocket pass right there. And Nelson, of course, just does what he does, catches that ball, goes right up with it. If you're Oates, you are extremely ecstatic with that possession right there.
So Grant Nelson at the free throw line, where he's made his only attempt tonight. Nelson on the year, a 67% free throw shooter. That one rattled out. Halfway down, it popped out. Clifford Amori, Jaron Stevenson will check in for Alabama. Or Stevenson's going to come in for Holloway anyway. And Amori's going to come in for Sears, going for size right there.
I don't know if we have a ball handler on the court right now.
Youngblood. Youngblood, we got a timeout. And Nelson says, don't forget about me. Not a true point guard, though, you're right. Nelson to make it a 2-point lead, and he does it. But Mo got the rebound. Mo got the rebound, and a foul's going to be called on Kugel of Mississippi State with 22.6 seconds to go.
Who else?
Wow. 17 foul on the Dogs, and it'll send Mohamed Diabate to the line to shoot 1 plus the bonus.
Who else?
For Mo, that is rebound number 9 in the game. He's got 4 points, 2 assists. He's 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Bama's just 8 of 15. State is 10 of 16 from the stripe. Knock these down, big fella. A huge 1-and-1 here. Cliff, check that. Mo missed it. Cliff tried to get the rebound, and it's controlled by State. Here come the Dogs with Hubbard. Down low, they go to Murphy. He missed the layup. It was challenged by Cliff.
Hold it,
Bama comes the other way. Nelson puts it up with 10.9, but a whistle blew, and Alabama will go to the free throw line. I never heard a whistle, did you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Barely. Oh, my
Man.
gosh.
Alabama's missed 3 free throws over the last 15 seconds of game time.
Did someone open a door on that layup?
I think Amori challenged it. He did, and thankfully that layup rolled off for State. But now Chris Youngblood will be the man at the free throw line. He's got 21 points in the game. He's 7 of 10 from 3, but he's 0 for 2 from the free throw line. This, too, is a 1-and-1. 1-point Bama lead. 2-point Bama lead as he knocked down the first.
Beautiful
and the
job.
veteran knocks it home and says, everybody calm down. I got you. And boy, he's got us tonight. 22 points to lead the way for the tie. Conversation going on among the officials. 10.9 on the clock, 86-84 Bama. 1 free throw upcoming for Youngblood. Chris, the Tuscaloosa native, knocks it down, and Bama leads by 3. Here come the Dogs. Kugel bringing it front court. Kugel looking for Hubbard, who lost it. It's out of bounds. It's off his leg. It's our ball. It's our ball. It's our ball with 5.3 to go, and Bama on top, 87-84. Chris Jans is livid. He is halfway out on the floor in the ear of the official, Courtney Green. He wanted a foul call. He didn't get it. We got 1 timeout left. We got to get it in bounds. First and foremost, Sears back in the game. Youngblood gets it into Nelson, who gets tackled, and I mean tackled, by Matthews. Neither side playing anything beyond that. Look, you know you got a foul. 2 big guys collided. They're both okay. My voice is shot, but they're okay.
It sounds like the Mississippi State fans are saying, I love you, or something to that nature.
It's heated right now. Grant Nelson, who has not been as good as he normally is, goes back to the line, but after, I think, we've got either an official review or a timeout. It is a timeout. No, I'm sorry. It's 5 fouls on Matthews. That's what it was. 5 fouls on Matthews.
Man, I got to commend Mo D on that last possession, causing that turnover. He did an incredible job of forcing and speeding up Josh Hubbard that ultimately made him lose control of the ball off the handoff.
We ran 3 guys at him, didn't we?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Huge 1-and-1 for Grant Nelson. Alabama has missed 2, and they've actually missed 4 of their last 5 free throws. Nelson, free throw, got the friendly roll. and it's a 2-possession game with 5.3 remaining. Holloway checks out. Cliff comes in to replace him. Knock this sucker down. Grant takes a couple of dribbles, eyes the basket, and can't get it to go. Nobody touch him. Front court, they'll work at Harris. He'll let it fly from 3. It's no good, and for the love, I've never meant it more. Let's get out of here. 88-84, Bama hangs on and beats the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. What a slugfest between two tremendous teams. Alabama, though, able to hang on, improving to 18-3 on the year, 7-1 in SEC play, all alone in second place. State slides to 16-5. They're in a bunch of folks that sit now at 4-4 in the conference. Post-game comes your way in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Lear.
Moments ago, here's Chris Stewart in the Bama locker room with Bama coach Nate Oates.
Coach, congratulations. Unbelievable effort, great atmosphere, and your team able to gut it out and get the win.
Yeah, I mean, our defense on Hubbard wasn't very good. We got to do a lot better on that, but boy, some guys stepped up. So, Youngblood was huge. Youngblood's, man, he hit some timely threes. His free throws there late. Went 2 for 2 to kind of seal it. You know, a lot of contributions from a lot of guys. I mean, Sears bounced back, had a really good game. 17, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. You know, that's pretty dang good. I thought, Mo Diabate did Mo Diabate things. 7 offensive rebounds was clutch. You know, we ended up out-rebounding these guys by 6. The second chance points was 14-8. That's what they do. So I thought our guys answered the bell on some of the tough plays and the rebounds. So big road win. This is a really good team. That road win's going to go a long ways and trying to win a championship down the road.
Coach, it's often not just the number, but it's the timing of a play. Mo with the timing of his offensive board after the missed free throw. Also, the fact that Chris Youngblood knocked down the threes that he did in those final 5 minutes, just massive shots at a time where you really needed them. They were back in the game and then some.
Yeah, no, they were. I mean, I don't know what they were up there in the second half, but they went up on us there. They caught us, and then Youngblood's threes. I mean, thought everybody made some good plays, but those Krantz 3 in the corner was huge. Right. Needed that. I mean, kind of go down the list. I just thought guys stepped up, made plays, and that's what we're going to need out of these guys moving forward.
When you're in the situation you're in such a tough league, and you're within one game of first place, and everybody's trying to not fall back in the pack, every night, every possession matters. How do you get guys to play as hard as they did and execute at the level they do to be able to make that margin that's needed to get a victory? Awfully tough.
Yeah, no, I mean, it starts with having some really good players on the team, like some high character kids. You know, you kind of look at Youngblood. I mean, he's just tough as nails. Maybe he wasn't the most gifted athletically, guided guard Hubbard, but probably did the best job because he's just a competitor and locked in. And, you know, he keeps talking out there, getting guys. They shoot that block by Cliff there late when they could have taken the lead. I mean, that was enormous. So just guys that want to win, guys that love playing with each other. It makes it easier to coach games like this.
And you get maybe all of 12 hours to relax and enjoy this before you have to turn around and get ready for a home game against Georgia, a team that's been dangerous and scared some squads as well.
No, they're good. I mean, they're markedly improved. They've been in the top 25. I'm not sure what their current ranking is. I haven't really looked at much other than when they played some of our opponents we've already played. But I know they're good. We're going to have to be ready to go. For whatever reason, we haven't played as well as we should have played at home here. Some of these home games, we're going to have to turn that around on Saturday.
Coach, thanks for the time. Congratulations again.
All right, appreciate it, Chris. Roll Tide.